Alright, what is up boys and girls, welcome back to another video on the channel. As always, please do drop a like and subscribe. Really appreciate all your support. And make sure to watch till the end where you can get access to 3 stocks that are going to be handpicked by me. Get it down in the WhatsApp and Telegram below if you want to get access now. So we are just taking a quick look at the daily news, stock market update, and a look at the charts. As we can see here, I think the main piece of news that is looming at the minute is this Trump tariff deadline is near, and a look at the countries that have a deal and those that don't. You can see here, obviously, all the volatility that we've seen this year, that massive crash and the huge resurgence we've seen in the American stock market is largely thanks to Trump's tariffs and everything that he wanted to do. You can see Trump's suspension of reciprocal tariffs will end on Friday, which means the world could face higher tariffs once again. Obviously, this is going to lead to more volatility potentially if we can get everything sorted out. You can see the US has managed to make only 8 deals in 120 days, including one with the 27-member European Union. Obviously, we were talking about that at the start of the week. It led to the US stock market rising while the EU market was definitely falling. You can see key trading partners without a deal so far include Canada, Australia, and India. We've already got a trade deal with China, and I think one with Russia have already been done. You can see, here we go, trading partners with an agreement, the UK, 10%, Vietnam, Indonesia, Philippines, Japan, EU, South Korea, and China. So no tariffs with Russia done yet. But you can see pretty much all of these looking like basically threatened with a massive tariff, agreed with a much smaller tariff, which is generally speaking the hard art of selling the deal that Donald Trump is so famous for. And essentially all of this is just something to keep your eye on going into next week. Obviously, we know that the stock market has been looking really good yesterday. Obviously, we had the Federal Reserve keeping interest rates the same, which I think was good. And then we had some massive earnings coming through for Microsoft and Meta, which absolutely pumped the market to all-time highs again. If you take a look at the charts, you can see that quite clearly here. Let's take a look at the S&P 500. And if you look at the hourly time frame here, you can see we were chilling a bit throughout the week when we're having a little bit of a retrace. And I think just basically waiting to see whether or not these earnings were going to be good or bad. But you can see massive V-shaped recovery, a bit of a drop down here. And then obviously when the earnings came out, we got a massive recovery. Microsoft and Meta both absolutely pumped. If you take a quick look at these charts, you will see in pre-market right now, we are up a massive amount, about $80 for Meta right now. And also Microsoft here, up around $40, $43 in pre-market right now. Absolutely incredible moves. And this has led to the S&P 500 rallying from that recent dip here. You can see we came to a weekly low and now we're back at all-time highs again. So interesting times ahead. As I said, I think the US stock market in a really good position. AI continuing to lead the way. You can see here, the Fed and the markets received key signals of the US's economy's health on early Wednesday. US GDP grew at a 3% annual rate for the second quarter, rebounding from its first pullback in 3 years in Q1. And you can see more added jobs than expected. Private payrolls also returning to growth after a surprise pullback in June. You can see overall, I think that once the tariffs settle, this is going to be amazing for the American economy. They're going to have so much wealth to be distributing around. It's going to be unreal. You can see in after hours Wednesday, Microsoft stock climbed 6% after the tech giant posted strong earnings. Meta stock rallied as well, as much as 10% after the AI and social media giant beat Wall Street expectations. Overall, really solid performance yesterday. You can see looming ahead is Trump's Friday deadline for trade partners to strike deals with the US or face blanket tariff rates. Trump said goods from India would face a 25% tariff from Friday, as talks apparently stall between the countries. So Trump playing hardball with everyone around the world in order to get the tariffs across the line. We've already seen the benefits that these have been bringing in. They're bringing in lots of additional revenue and also allowing people to basically get a leg up in the American economy, basically being able to open businesses up, etc. And be able to actually be competitive with all these people from there that are importing massive amounts of goods into the country. So overall, a good stimulus for the economy. Definitely the right way to be going about things if you want to be stimulating your economy. And you can see the stock market obviously reacting positively to this overall. Ever since we had that uncertainty at the start of the year with the tariffs, really, it's been going from one strength to the other. Congratulations if you bought down here at $4,800. You are now at $6,433 as of today at a new all-time high. So few more bits of news. You can see this is the last piece of blanket news. I'll be covering S&P 500 futures rise as Meta and Microsoft post quarterly earning beats. Obviously, they did exceptionally well. AI has been absolutely killing it at the minute, as you would imagine. You can see Magnificent Seven Titans, Microsoft and Meta respectively rose about 8% and 11% in extended trading back off the better than expected quarterly earnings. These are massive gains for stocks, aren't they? Crazy stuff. Software giant Microsoft said that the annual revenue from its cloud computing service Azure exceeded $75 billion. That's absolutely incredible. Obviously, we know I've got some really incredible stocks in the US, and I think AI is really the revolution. Any stocks that are AI adjacent right now are doing exceptionally well. You can see Meta stocks soar after the Q2 earnings smash expectations despite high AI spending. Meta aggressive investment in AI is winning over Wall Street and investors by the looks of things. The company stock surged after hours trading following a strong second quarter earnings, reporting surpassed analyst expectations, as we have seen. The tech giant headquartered in Menlo Park, California, reported a significant boost in advertising revenue and user growth across its social media platforms, helping to offset its soaring AI development costs and high-end talent recruitment. Overall, they've done exceptionally well investing into AI, and it's paying off for them, as we saw on the charts. Meta right now is absolutely massively up to a new all-time high in pre-market here. Unknown whether or not we'll get a dump back into this area here or a pump, but I do think that whichever way, we are going to continue in general to the upside for these stocks for the foreseeable future. You can see pretty much any of these stocks that are AI adjacent are doing incredibly well. Microsoft here is going to gap up for the second time this year, massively to the upside in about 4 months. Around a $40 jump to the upside for Microsoft here. Absolutely ridiculous move to the upside, as you can see. And overall, both of these stocks that are AI adjacent are doing really well. AI definitely the place to be at the minute in terms of gains by the looks of things. Microsoft stock rallies over 8%, set to cross $4 trillion on a strong earnings update. You can see them right now. This is the chart, but we are going to jump up yet again to over $540 a share, which is absolutely mad. You can see, as I said, Azure is basically powering their massive move. Spending in overdrive, Microsoft just posted adjusted earnings of $3.65 per share on $76.4 billion in revenue. Absolutely crazy move. 18% up from a year ago. Really strong stock, doing exceptionally well. These are the major headlines and highlights we can see here. If we take a quick look at our other stocks here, Nvidia is also up on pre-market, just being AI adjacent here. You can see, I just deleted my Tesla stock there. Let me just put that back. If I can actually type, are we going to get it? Not Trader 8. Honestly, imagine deleting your Tesla stock. As you can see, we're still coiling up in this kind of chart pattern here. This bull flag that will potentially break to the upside, in my opinion. By the way, if you do want to get more information about these kinds of things, do go down and message me on the WhatsApp or Telegram down below to get involved with some more extra good stuff like that. You can see Tesla, I think this is still going to go up, but uncertain recently. Microsoft obviously massively up in pre-market on earnings. Amazon massively up on pre-market, just adjacent to these other tech stocks. Apple in a bit of a weird spot still, as we can see, in a similar way to Tesla. Google, right now not doing too much, but indomitably heading back up to all-time highs. And as I said, Meta ridiculously massively up in pre-market. That'll be all for today, guys, for another daily stock market update. I hope you enjoyed. Please do like, subscribe, leave a comment, get involved, and do message on the WhatsApp and Telegram down below. Get involved with us. Cheers.